Use your time wisely. Yeah. Practice. Get the mind calm. What is swapnin? Huh? Shaking all over. Huh? What?
I'm okay.
You okay? Yeah? There's nothing to be afraid, yeah? It can be the happiest moment in your life when you ordain. When I ordained, after my ordination, I think I was in heaven for several months, yeah? 3 or 4 months, yeah? I was so happy, yeah? Just like, it was the right thing to do, yeah? Before that, I didn't want to ordain. I thought it is not necessary to ordain. All what I wanted to do is practice, yeah? But Wat Papantat was the place, where you could practice, yeah? 24 hours a day, yeah? And it was one of the very few places, yeah, that you could find where you can only practice, yeah? Nobody asked you to do this or to do that, yeah? So all the time you had was to intensify your practice, yeah? And get some results. So after ordination, I was so happy, yeah? Of course, it takes a long time, until you get used to all these 227 rules, yeah? Until you can wear your robes, comfortable, until you can eat out of the bowl, until you know all these things, yeah? I mean, that's a lot of work, yeah? And that's a lot of learning, yeah? I mean, you have to learn practically, you have to learn everything anew, yeah? Because a monk, does do things differently from a layperson, yeah? And he has to be much more careful about, his interaction with other people, yeah? And especially lay people, and from that, especially women, yeah? So, but for us, in Wat Papantat, it was easy because Lungta Mahaprabhu kept all the women away from us, yeah? So there was no problem. Yeah? I deal with them, yeah. I mean, he even protected, yeah. I mean, one of the monks, who was ordained shortly after me, I mean, his Thai girlfriend constantly came, wanted to see him, and Lungta Mahaprabhu said, "No, you can't come. You stay out. Yeah, go. Yeah." And he didn't even know it, that she came. Yeah. So it's a great place, yeah. And we try to keep it here the same way, yeah. All what is necessary to do, yeah, I mean, this is practice, yeah, and you really should get into practice. Yeah? Get the mind calm, yeah. I mean, not being constantly in thoughts about tomorrow, yeah. What's happening tomorrow, we don't know, yeah. Maybe the world is no more. Maybe the world is exploding, yeah. It's very unlikely, but it can happen, yeah. Anything can happen, yeah. We can die any moment, yeah. Just a shock, and gone, yeah. So we don't know. So why spend all this, all our precious time in the future, yeah? And why do we spend all the time, all our precious time in the past? What can we change from the past, yeah? Why staying in the past, when there's nothing to gain from, yeah? Why staying in the future when we don't know the future, yeah? Why not staying in this present, in this very moment, where we are actually alive and where we can change things, yeah? Where we can decide which way to go. We can decide if we go on and meditate, yeah. We can decide, now to stop, yeah, or change from walking meditation to sitting meditation or to standing meditation, yeah. That's what we can decide in this moment, yeah. In the future, in tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to practice really hard, yeah. And then, what is the result of this? Tomorrow I don't practice at all. Most of the time, yeah. Or tonight I really, tonight, yeah. Let's just have a rest now, and tonight I really practice, yeah. And tonight, we are so tired, our mind is not, not willing to give in. Yeah? So why worry about all these things? Why worry about the future? Why worry about? Yeah? Worry about this present moment, and all what you have to do is, when you do samatha, worry about, is my Buddha there or is it not there? Am I with the breath or not with the breath? Yeah? And being aware of what is constantly coming in. When we see thought patterns coming in, then after our meditation we can analyze it, and say, what is the good of this? Yeah? What kind of pleasure does it bring me? What kind of what kind of problem can I solve? Yeah, with thoughts. There's nothing I can solve with thoughts. Yeah, there are only things that I can solve with saying something. With the action of speech and with a bodily action. That's the only time, and I can only solve things in the present moment. Yeah? Thinking about, how to solve a problem, it's a waste of time. Yeah? The moment the situation arises, we are aware of it, and when we are aware of it, when we are in the present moment, actually there's no problem, there's just action or reaction. Yeah? That's all. But we are so afraid to live in the uncertainty, so we have to, we have to constantly plan. Yeah? We constantly have to define ourselves as well. I'm good, I'm like this, I'm not like this, I'm this, I'm that, I'm happy, I'm unhappy, I'm satisfied, I'm dissatisfied, I need this, I need that. Yeah? We're constantly defining ourselves. Yeah? What a waste of time. And not only what a waste of time, what a waste of our precious energy. Yeah? Constantly thinking about ourselves, constantly thinking about the definition of ourselves. But it makes us feel, there's a certain aspect of it that makes us feel secure that we are here. Yeah? What happens if we are not here? How does it feel like? It feels like freedom. Yeah? When we are not here. Yeah? When there are just things happening. Yeah? But we are afraid of freedom. We are constantly escaping freedom and like to put ourselves, be it in the worldly life, surrounding ourselves with group of like-minded people, or other things. Actually, in the 60s there was a famous book, written, "Escape from Freedom." Yeah? How the human people, how the human race, escapes from freedom. Yeah? Constantly trying to define itself, by looking for one herd, the bigger herd, or the smaller herd, or this herd, or that herd, where they can fit in. Yeah? Can fit in with their ideas, can fit in with their opinions, their views, and so on. Yeah? So, Buddhism is for people, for a lot of people, just like one of these groups. Yeah? Christianity or Judaism or Muslim is another group, where people feel safe. Okay, I have like-minded people. Because actually, it is. We feel we are threatened, if we don't belong to any group. We feel insecure. Instead of, realizing who we are and what we are, and feel safe wherever we are, no matter if we are in this group or that group. Because then we don't have to hate, the Christians don't have to hate the Muslims, and the Muslims don't have to hate the Christians. We're just in this group, we feel well because we are there, and then we are in that group, we will feel also well because we don't have any ideas and opinions and views about anything. But to live without these views and opinions, it is very difficult for us. We have to constantly to define ourselves. ไม่ใช่เดินฮะ กลับมาหน่อย อยู่กับพุทโธฮะ It is difficult. It takes a little, I mean, we can use it. We can use the technique, when we actually want to swim and the water is too cold. I mean, we just dip our feet a little bit into it and see. Yeah, okay, yeah, that works. Then we go a little bit deeper and then go a little bit deeper. So we try to get comfortable with the uncertainty until, once we are living in this uncertainty, we actually see this is freedom. This is freedom. We don't have to define ourselves. Yeah, we don't have to be. We don't have to take on this role or take on that role. We are just the way we are. Yeah, and if we see, there are bad character traits, I mean, then we're going to remove them. And if we see there are too few good character traits, we're going to install them. Yeah, we don't have to listen to anybody. Yeah. We just look, we're just observant of ourselves and see what is lacking and what is not lacking. And if you don't have yet a sound judgment of what is good or what is wholesome and what is not wholesome, I mean, then we take, the five precepts, or for us as living here in this monastery, the 8 precepts as the rule of thumb. Yeah. As long as I'm within the 8 precepts, things are fine. Yeah, if I go against it, or if I try to find a way outside of this, or trying to get close to the border of it, yeah, then it's not okay. So I mean, this is a rule of thumb. But all this defining, and don't you see, how much work it is? I'm like this, yeah. Oh, I can't do it, I'm a failure. No, we are not a failure, but we are also not a success, yeah. Or we are both, yeah. We are both a failure and a success, yeah. I mean, whatever stance you take on. But this is something that we learn, and this is something, that can be a byproduct of our resting in samadhi. Because the moment we rest in samadhi, there is no I. And that's why we feel, it's so nice, yeah? That's why we want to go back, yeah? When the moment we come out of samadhi, there's suddenly this I that's constantly tormenting us. I want this, I want that, I don't like this, I don't like that. Yeah, look what he's doing, makes me angry. Look what that is doing, that makes me angry, and so on, and so on, and so on. It goes the whole day long, yeah? That's why it is so nice, when we can rest in samadhi where there's nobody, no commentator, yeah? Nobody says, this samadhi was good or this samadhi was bad. There was just this samadhi, yeah? Only when we come out, then all these comments start. Oh, that was great, or that was bad, I mean, what is good and what is bad, yeah? As long as we know of our breath, or as long as we know of the Buddha, that's okay, yeah? That's good, that is wholesome. Yeah? When we are off our Buddha, when we start to think, yeah, then we are in trouble. Yeah? And that's all what we have to know. And then later on, when we can rest in samadhi, and when we come out, we have energy, and we are concentrated, then we can start investigating this body. Yeah? What is this body? Huh? Ask it. What is the body? Is the arms the body? Is the skin the body? Is the flesh the body? Is the bones the body? Yeah? Is the teeth the body? Is the hair the body? Yeah? Normally, we don't even see the body as a whole if we don't look in the mirror. Yeah? So what is the body? Yeah? How does our face look if we don't have a mirror? We don't know. Yeah? And we have to rely on other people and say, oh, you look great or you look bad. Yeah? So what is the body? Is it the brain the body? Is the heart the body? Is the lungs the body? What part of the body is the body? Yeah? Yeah? And who knows that there is a body? Yeah? And who knows, there is a body, and who is the one who knows these things? Yeah? Who's the one who observes? Who is the one who asks this question? Is the brain asking question by itself? Does all these questions, that we think, that come out of our brain, is the brain, So why didn't it ask these questions, when we were born? Because at the time we had born, yeah, we had a brain. Yeah? But this brain was pretty empty. Yeah? And then the chitta, this brain, it's just like a big memory box, and a computer with a big storage, yeah? And then the chitta put all these things, into this slowly over this first 15 years of our life. You remember, yeah? The first thing, we were only interested in the first 15 years of our life to learn how to move this body. I mean, whenever you see a newborn, it starts to move, yeah? That's the first thing that he does, yeah? Then he learns how to walk, yeah? And then he learns how to talk. Yeah, and then for 10 or 12 years, we learn how to think. And start to learn about this and learn about that, we just fill this brain, or we just fill our memory with all these, yeah, more or less unnecessary things, yeah? And then we live on of these things that we learned in the first 15 or 16 years. Yeah? Okay, we add some more, when we go to university, we add a lot more, yeah, of knowledge and knowledge and knowledge, and then we are so heavy with this knowledge that we can't even walk anymore on our 2 feet, yeah? Because this knowledge, yeah, pulls us down every time, yeah? Because of this knowledge, we think about this, we think about that. Is this good or is that good? Should we do this or should we do that? We constantly ask ourselves, yeah, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? It would be nice sometimes, yeah, if you ask ourselves. And we just go, yeah? And we go according to our knowledge, to our incentives, yeah? Or the way, the way that we were educated, it gives us a certain incentive to live in a certain way. Yeah, that means getting a job, yeah, getting married, and founding a family, getting a car, getting a house, and then die. And that's the way of the world. Yeah. So, do we want to go this way of the world? Yeah? Do you see how happy these people are that live in this world in this way? How many sorrows, how many pains they have, yeah, to make their living? Yeah? There are only a few people, who don't have to worry about it. Yeah? But most of us, have to worry about the job, have to worry about that they have enough money to feed themselves or to feed their family. Yeah? And then they worry about this and worry about that. Yeah? That's the life that a normal person has. Yeah? Where's all this fun? Where's all the fun in this life? Yeah? But that's what we are trained to. Yeah? I mean, we are just trained like soldiers. I mean, when we recruited in the army, we learn how to fight. Yeah. And when we are born into this life, we will learn how to live. Everybody else, tells us how to live, and we never question it, the way of living. Yeah? When the Lord Buddha, when he was still Princess Datta, he suddenly started to question, yeah? I mean, how does he live? Yeah? I mean, what kind of life is this? Yeah? I mean, people get sick, people die, people get old, what kind of terrible life is that? Yeah? Do I have to get old again? Do I have to get old as well? Do I have to get sick? Yeah? Do I have to die? And then all this so-called fun that we have in this world, diminishes, just through these questions. Yeah? Sooner or later we will get old. Sooner or later we will get sick. And sooner or later we will die. And what is then? Yeah? What is after this death? Yeah? There's a next life, and the next life, and the next life. Yeah? Has to be. Yeah? And then he looked out, and then he saw the samana, a recluse. And he said, why is he not living the same way? Yeah? Why did he decide to go outside of the, outside of whatever whatever the people are doing? There must be something else, Yeah? Let's see this, yeah? I know how the world, I know how the world lives, yeah? But I don't know this, yeah? So this recluse, gave him an idea, yeah? So there are some people, searching for something, yeah. People in our world don't look for something. They are not searching for something. Yeah? They're trying to get, as much fun as they can get, or as much money as they can get, or whatever it is. Yeah. But they're not searching for answers. Yeah. So he went this way. Yeah. And then he decided, to find the way out of dukkha. Yeah. To find the way out of birth and death. Yeah. And after a few years, he found it, yeah, and then he started to teach it to us. And that's why we hear, sometimes, to hear the teaching of the Lord Buddha, yeah, it is very extensive, yeah. And also, yeah, what the Lord Buddha told us, yeah, I can only show you the path, you have to go it for yourself. If you don't go it, if you just learn about the path, if you read the books about the path, we have not yet actually put one foot in front of the other. We actually have not walked the path. Yeah? And only walking the path, yeah, lead us to our goal of deliverance. Yeah? Or lead us to Nibbana, or whatever you want to call as the supreme happiness, or whatever you want to call the Nibbana. Yeah? And only if you go. Yeah? But there are so many hurdles on the way that we constantly ask, oh, it's so difficult, yeah. But these difficulties, yeah, when you actually look at the word Buddha, there's nothing difficult about saying one Buddha. When you look at one breath, there's nothing difficult about one breath, observing one breath, yeah. Only when we think about it, oh, I have to do it for 1 hour, and now it's only 5 minutes that I've done it, now it's so boring, The moment we think about doing what of what we are doing, then it becomes boring, or it becomes, tedious, or becomes difficult. But actually, one breath, there's no difficulty in observing one breath. Yeah? And when this breath is gone, we observe the next breath. And then we observe the next breath. Yeah? Until we go to sleep. Yeah? Once we wake up, we observe the breath. And if we are really good, we observe also before we fall asleep, yeah. If we are falling asleep on the in-breath or on the out-breath, yeah. And when we wake up, we are aware, do we wake up on the in-breath or on the out-breath, yeah. That is pure, yeah, awareness. Yeah? It will be difficult, not easy to do, yeah. But that is our aim, yeah. So in order to get the mind calm, and not to be constantly distracted, thinking this, thinking that, thinking about this, thinking about that. Oh, it's so difficult. What shall I do? Yeah. The answer to what shall I do is Buddha. Observing breath. Yeah. What shall I do? Buddha. Yeah. Observing the breath. That's the answer. Or then investigating this body. And then we reflect about this body. Once the mind is a bit calm, we can reflect about this body. Huh? And then we can reflect about this body's life, yeah? Because this body's life is not eternal. Huh? We know that our grandparents have died, For some people, the parents have died, or this friend has died, or that friend has died. So we can examine it from the moment we come out of the womb, yeah? And then learned how, to move this body, learned how, to talk, learned how to walk, learned how to think, yeah? And then it took us 15 years, to train this body, and then we could use it for 30 years, and then it starts to decay. And after the year of 45, or age of 45, it starts decaying. Very slowly in the beginning, then faster towards the end, yeah? Until there's no more breath, and that's what we call death, yeah? And then we can analyze, is it worth it? Yeah. All the effort we put into this body, all this world, put so much effort into this body. Yeah, tries to keep the body healthy, tries to keep the body alive. Yeah, and it's not fun. For most people, it is not fun to work 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours a day just to keep the body, yeah, alive. And that's what we normally do. Yeah? And then only maybe on the weekends, it depends on the country where they come from. Yeah? Maybe on the weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, yeah? they have free time. And what they do in their free time? They kill the time with entertainment, going to the movies, watching this or talking, talking about things, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Except, if they would talk about the meaning of life, that would make sense. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of my life? What is what I want to get out of this life? But how many people are asking this question? What do I want to get from this life? They just work, until they die. Or they feed the body, they keep the body healthy, Because people say, we should exercise the body, we should eat health food, and so all these things, And we do it without even thinking about, what is it, What made this body, what made this body healthy, what made this body sick, We don't know. We really don't know. What is it, We don't know the law of this universe. We just live here with the experience, of our elders, Because you see, and the history, okay, people are born, people die, people live, and try to make a living, and so on. People get married, have children, Some of people, try to get fame. Other people try to get power, and so on. But what is the meaning of my life? What am I supposed to do? When do we ask ourselves this question? What do I want from this life? All what I do is, to maintain this body. And when I'm tired of maintaining this body, I kill the time, with any kind of entertainment. And when you look at the world now, just look at it, if you remember, the history, 100 or 150 years ago. There was no entertainment, The only entertainment the people had, was eating nice kind of food, and having a nice talk. And now look at our entertainment stations, Radio, TV, and internet and smartphones, wherever we go, our TV is with us. So how can they even think about, what's the meaning of life when they constantly kill the time with these things? I remember when I was 14, I was asking the question, what is the meaning of life? If there's a God, what is his purpose? Why did he make me in this situation? And so on, and so on. I didn't really get a good answer. Until I came to Buddhism, 15 years later, and then I started to realize, there's some truth in it. What the Lord Buddha says, seems very logical and does make sense, So, when he says, you do this, you will have this result. When you do that, you will have that result, And then I checked it out, and yes, When you put your mind, when you put the attention, of the chitta onto the breath, and don't think this and don't think that, the mind gets calm and the mind gets happy. Yes, correct, But you have to do it. You have to go along the path, Just like the Lord Buddha said, open your eyes and see for yourself. But if you keep our eyes constantly closed, how can we see? If we don't go the path, how can we see? If somebody tells us about, gold rush in California like they did 200 years ago, and we didn't go, some people believed, they went, some of them went rich, other people, stayed poor, But the people who didn't go, they were not sure, is there gold or is there not gold, So if we don't go the path of the Lord Buddha, we don't know, is there Nibbana or is there not Nibbana? Is there freedom from dukkha or not? We don't know these things. Is there samadhi or not? Is there upachara samadhi where the mind gets calm and still and we are just can sense, the outside? Is there appana samadhi? if you don't do it, if you don't go this path, we don't know. Yeah? Is there investigation? Are there results of investigation when we look at the body? Yeah? Are there results of investigation? Is it that it cuts down on greed and hate, like the Lord Buddha said? Yeah? When we investigate the body, when we see the loathsomeness of the body, yeah? When he also taught, the loathsomeness of the body. Yeah? Because this body, when we open it up, everybody starts to puke, or falls unconscious. The first time we see it, the first time we see the reality of this body, we want to puke, I mean, it's so gross, Oh, it's so disgusting when we open it up, But we never open it up, It's just like, I find it a nice simile, I mean, we have a very nice pillow that is warm, soft, I mean, it's just perfect, wherever we go, we take it with us, because, we really rest our head very well and we can sleep very well on it. And then somebody, comes to us, and says, please open it up and look what is inside, what makes it so nice and comfortable and soft, And we say, are you stupid, why should I open it up, I mean, I like it the way it is, But he pressures us, and in the end, we open it up and we see it is full of warm shit. Would there anybody, ask yourself, would anybody, stitch it back together, and put his head on it again? Once he sees it, it's full of warm shit? No, I mean, he would even put it, on 2 fingers, and carry it out and put it in the trash dump, And that's the same thing with the body. When the moment we open it up, nobody likes this body anymore, I mean, everybody sees it's disgusting, And all our effort, all our energy we put into this body, First of all, we know, I mean, all the energy, all our effort, all our worries, that we put in this body at the end when we die is all in vain, The body has its life on its own. We just need to maintain it, Any kind of extra effort, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. And we can learn that here when we are in this monastery. How many hours of the day do we need to take care of our body? 1 hour in the morning when eating, and 1 hour, cleaning our kuti, keeping the monastery clean, and then washing the body, because it sweats, and the sweat doesn't smell nice, and we don't like bad smells, and we never ask, where does this smell come from? Comes from outside. So why don't we wash all the trees down? Why don't we wash the earth if the smell comes out of the earth, or from the air? Why don't we clean the air? I mean, actually, the air here is very good. It's very clean air that we have here. There's no pollutant, in the distance or in vicinity. So we have very clean air. I mean, so where's the smell coming from? Must come from our body, otherwise we wouldn't wash our body, I mean, we just need to smell. That's nice perfume, We don't like it, So we wash it away. But we have to wash it away every day, We have to brush our teeth every day. We have to wash our hair every day, Otherwise it gets filthy, it gets sticky, and it gets greasy, and we don't like it, We don't like it, when it gets filthy and greasy and sticky, We like it loose, So we have to wash it every day. So and where is this dirt coming from? Not from the outside. We just investigate the outside is pretty clean, When we hang our shirts outside, and when we bring them back in, they don't smell. But the moment we put them on our body, for 12 hours, they start to smell bad. So I mean, the smell must come from the inside, from the odors, that this evaporates from this body. But we never think about in this way of this body. We love it, we keep it clean, because then it is nice. Of course it is nice, when it is hot and we take a nice cold shower, yeah. But sooner, the heat, will make us uncomfortable again. So this body doesn't really give us a lot of pleasure, yeah. It gives us only the pleasure, when we think, a nice shower is a nice shower, yeah. We wouldn't have this nice pleasure, if the body wouldn't be dirty and hot before. Huh? Or dirty, yeah, whatever. Yeah? It's the same with hunger, you are hungry, it is an unpleasant feeling, and then it is a pleasure to eat, to get rid of the hunger. Yeah? If we are full, we don't like to eat. Yeah? And these things, we never ask ourselves, we never consider, we never ponder about this. Yeah? We just take it for granted because all our life we've did these things. Yeah? And now it is the time, to ponder about this body. What kind of pleasure does this body give us? Yeah? It gives us only the pleasure, of eradicating pain or unpleasant feelings. Yeah? Yeah? That's why in German we have this saying, we run our head against the wall because it is so nice when the pain goes away. So we get hungry, it's so nice to eat because the pain of hunger goes away. And that's the only reason, yeah? That's the only pleasure this body can give us, yeah? The decrease of pain or suffering or nauseating or whatever kind of unpleasant feeling it gives us, yeah? So, it is unpleasant when it's hot, so it is nice to take a shower, yeah? It is unpleasant, to feel greasy, or filthy hair, yeah? So that's why we wash our hair and it feels nice, yeah? But all these things, come from the body, come from the inside of the body. So the moment we open up the body, we see all this, yeah? Nauseating, things that are inside of the body, the blood, some people can't even see blood. Yeah? The moment they draw blood, they fall unconscious. Yeah? Some people, other people can see it, but the moment we open up the body, nobody can see it the first time. Yeah? So doctors and physicians have to be trained, in that. Yeah? So they get used to, they get used to it, and then they look just like on the body, just like an auto mechanic looks on the car, yeah. Most of the people, especially if they are gentlemen or ladies, they don't want to look inside of the engine hood, yeah. What they see is dirty, yeah. They don't like it. They like their nice, comfortable seats inside the car. But they don't like, to look inside the hood, or what is underneath or what comes out of the exhaust pipe. Yeah? We don't like the smell that comes out of our exhaust pipe. Yeah? That's reality, and meditation or practice or investigation, makes us a little bit more aware of the reality of this body, and then we can ask the question: why do we keep this body? What can we do? There's one thing that we can do, and that is to practice. We can practice meditation. We can practice investigation. That is the usefulness of this body, to overcome this body and to overcome dukkha, to see what this body is, what it is in its reality. That's why we have this body, and that's why the Lord Buddha said, the human life is a jumping board, because there's so much dukkha, but there's also sukha, so we can see both realities. The reality of dukkha and the reality of sukha, and then we can compare them. We see the loathsomeness of the body, and we see also, the beauty of the body, and we can compare it. And within the body, within the investigation of the body, we also get rid of greed and hate. Because like and dislikes are born in this body, in this realm of the body. There's no other. Okay. It's enough for today. มีคำถามไหมนายแม่เจเดินอยู่ไหนยังอยู่นะ
เมื่อคืน
มันง่วงเหรอ
นอนดึก
นอนดึกโอเค
ไม่ได้นอนกลางวัน
เนี่ยเมจิปาเป็นยังไงใจยังไม่สงบเหรอ
ก็ดีขึ้นเดี๋ยวค่ะ
ดีขึ้นโอเคลมมีถามไหมครับผมมีคำถามไหมไม่มีครับผมไม่มีโอเคเอาพุทโธต่อไปก็ลมหายใจอานาปานสติต่อไป so are there any questions Mr. Sebastian looks at me like he has a question, huh? You look at me like you have a question? No? No questions? Mon? No? No? Switzerland, no question? Okay, then we can stop. No questions, yeah? So get your mind calm, do some investigation of the body and ask yourself what is the meaning of your life, yeah? What do you want to do with the rest of your life, yeah? It's completely up to you. I mean, whatever answer is, it is for you, yeah? Not for me. I know what my answer is. Get the hell out. I think that was also my first nimitta I had after doing meditation. I was playing with friends, I'm in all these plays, like kids play, and then I told them, I suddenly realized, I don't want to play anymore. I want to go home. And these kids looked at me, what? How can you stop playing? Yeah? What is home? We don't even know what is home. No, you can't go. I said, I'm going home. I want to go home. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play in these worlds anymore. Yeah, these 30 realms of existence. Yeah, sometimes being a god, sometimes being a heavenly being. Yeah, sometimes being in hell, sometimes being a human being. Well, all these plays. Yeah, I mean they don't last forever. Yeah, I don't want to play anymore. Yeah. I just want to go home, back to where I came from. Okay, so, want to do something good for yourself, get out. But that means not staying constantly in our thoughts, imagination, I mean, people can have these imaginations about, I'm out, when I'm out, what am I going to do then? What am I going to do then, when I got out of this play? Huh? Don't play. I'm going to get famous, I'm going to be a big Buddha, or what happened? Big famous teacher. Yeah. That's the dream of a lot of lay people who start practicing. Yeah, they want to become a teacher. Yeah, and they don't know what kind of burden it is to become a teacher. Huh? I mean, if you have all these disciples, you have to look after. I mean, it is more of a burden. Yeah, it is so wonderful. If you have ever gone to Tudong, or once you go to Tudong, just to live nice. Unperturbed in some way in a cave, Just in the morning you go and get your food and then you go back to the cave and nobody comes. That's what you enjoy, Nobody bothers you. But this, about that, about this, about that, And now you have to look after all these people, Looking after the monastery, looking after, making a wall, and building kuttis and looking, if this is, needs to be repaired, and that needs to be repaired. It's a lot of work, It's a lot of responsibility, And you don't make my life easier, Huh?